Alright, what's up, y'all? We back at it again. Same concept. It's part 2. Alright, and it's lit. Alright. Ew, this part of my hair, like, y'all gonna see it in the videos and be like,
Cook that shit up, Quay.
Okay, so establishing boundaries. I think that's so important. It's so important to establish boundaries. Like, I'm sorry, I keep saying like, y'all, I said it a lot. Establishing boundaries is so important because that will ultimately be the foundation of your relationship. And that's any relationship. If you lied to me once, I don't like being lied to. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt the first time you do something that I don't like. But after that, it shouldn't happen again. When you establish boundaries, that's how you establish respect, essentially. Like, this is what I'm willing to put up with, and this is what I just won't accept, period. And that's how you know if you're gonna last with somebody, because if they rock with it and they abide by the things that you've set out, then you know, like, it's cool. But if they still doing whatever they want and treating you however and not paying attention to the types of things that bother you, they're disrespecting your boundaries. Essentially, they're disrespecting you, and that's not cool. Talking to your friend's ex. That's a big no-no, and if you don't know that, like, I'm scared. I'm scared of people like you, because why would you want to do that? Like, an ex. Like, I mean an ex. Now, if it's somebody that your friend talked to or dealt with, alright. I've had guys that, like, I've talked to for like 2 days, and then my friend months later or a year later started dealing with this guy, and it probably worked out for them. I don't really have no problems with that because I didn't have feelings for him, and we talked for 2 days. But an ex, like, we dated, like, they know my family, like, you knew the problems, like, you know why we broke up, but you talking to him, you dealing with him, you dating him, you trying to talk to him, you like him. Like, there's certain, like, in any relationship, like I just said, it's about establishing boundaries. There's certain lines that you just don't cross. That's a line you shouldn't cross. Dealing with somebody who is insecure. Now, me personally, I'm not doing that. I dealt with one insecure guy, and it was just like, what? Like, what's wrong with you? It is nothing wrong with having insecurities, but don't put your BS on me. I'm not the girl that broke you. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't do this to you. I didn't lie to you. Like, I didn't do that. So don't bring that to me. Like, don't take it out on me. Now, if you come into a relationship and you have insecurities or whatever, say you're not really secure in your spot. I can't date anybody that's insecure because I'm very secure. So if you trying to check me and check up on me and what I'm doing in this and the third, you doubling back, I don't like to be handled. I'm not gonna be able to do that. But for people out there who are insecure and want to make things work with somebody, give them time. Realize that they are not the person that pushed those insecurities. They're not the person that pulls those feelings out of you. So give them the benefit of the doubt. But me personally, I'm just not dealing with no insecure boy. Like, no. Having a type. This is perfect because B. Simone just got dragged for this, and I don't understand why. I have a type. I like guys with an athletic build. Athletes preferably, but like, it's not a necessity. I like guys with an athletic build. I like guys who are funny. I like boys who are smart. People be like, where the hood ones at? I don't want that.
Stay to the streets.
I don't want you. I want the CEOs, the bosses. Like I said, the athletes. Give me the moguls, okay? Now, it's nothing wrong with having a type. This is another double standard. Everybody tries to jump on a female for having a type, but don't nobody say nothing to the boys who have a type. These boys are thirsting after these Instagram models with the big boobs and the big butts, and they light skin. Most of them are light skin, but I ain't gonna start on the colorism thing. But in real life, you got a problem with girls that wear weaves. You got a problem with girls who wear makeup. You got a problem with everything you thirsting after. What I would do to her. Nobody say nothing to a boy. But a girl is not allowed to have a type. I've been known to say, like, I want to marry a football player when I get older. And people be like, you a gold digger. Like, baby, what? gold digger. I got my own money. Why does that mean that I'm after his money? B. Simone said something, like I said, she wanted to be with an entrepreneur because that's what she is. She can't marry no man that works a 9 to 5 because she doesn't work a 9 to 5. She's traveling, coming in at 3 in the morning, coming from hostings, coming from shows, this, that, and the third. And my man, when he's working a 9 to 5, is just not going to be able to fit that lifestyle. Now, some people make it work, but that's your preference. So it's nothing wrong with having a type. That's your preference. That don't mean that you saying anybody else is ugly or not good enough. You're just saying that that's not what you want. And it's nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I like athletes because I like the drive. It shows me that you're passionate about something, and I love sports, so it works. It's not about money. What? Half the guys that I've talked to, not to be funny, but I could buy their life right now. And when I get older, it's going to be the same way. So, having best friends. Me personally, I've had a lot of guy best friends over the years. I have a guy best friend now. And it doesn't bother me, like, if I'm dealing with a boy and he has a female best friend. This is what I will say, though. If we talking and you didn't have no best friend before we started, you're not going to have no best friend while we talking. I'm your best friend. But if your best friend was there before me, like, I'm gonna respect that. And I think on the other side of it, best friends should honestly just be best friends. Like, ain't no we best friends, but, you know, we love each other on the low. Nah. If you somebody's best friend, I don't feel like you should have feelings for your best friend. That's a messy situation. And especially if they have somebody else, like, that's just, I would feel a way about that. But I respect, you know, my best friend's relationships. When I'm dealing with whoever I'm dealing with, he respects it, and we literally have a friendship. It doesn't bother me, but that's because I have one, so, like, I understand, like, that bond. Like, sometimes it's really necessary. And same thing with, like, brothers and sisters and stuff like that, having people of the opposite sex that you're close to. Like, it's cool to duck off, but it's also just as fine to have, you know, your group of friends that you run to. This says PDA. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like PDA at all, actually. Screw big fan. I don't like it. Like, I feel like affection is personal, is intimate. Like, don't try to be all up on me. Like, so don't try to kiss me all in my face, all in my mouth, like, in front of a crowd of people. That's drawing attention. That's nobody's business. Like, nah. But if you give me a hug, little kiss, little peck, like, that's cute. But all that touchy-feely, like, public, nah. Long-distance relationships. I feel like at this age, to each his own with all of these things, really, but you're finding yourself. Some people do get lucky enough to, you know, find their soulmate or whatever in middle school or in high school or whatever, but I feel like right now is the time to be living your life, making those mistakes. If you're going to cheat, cheat. You're going to go out here, be a hoe. But tying yourself down, like, unless you know that's what you really, 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 really want, you feel me? And everything, every break doesn't have to be, I hate you, da da da, killing each other and stuff. Things can be respectfully going to their separate ways. So I feel like trying for a long distance relationship, I don't think I would do it. Cause like I said, like, you're young. You talk about temptation and things like that. And long distance relationships kill people. Like, I don't know what's going on. And it's not even that you wouldn't trust your partner, it's the people around, especially because we all going to college. Body count, that's another double standard. I've seen so many boys be like, oh, if somebody had you before I had you, you done to me. But these boys literally sleep with any and everything. Like, that's nasty. I seen this tweet, it was like, why y'all so concerned with who cut y'all hair but not who y'all stick y'all thing in? And that was the loudest tweet I ever read in my life. But honestly, I'm really big on stuff like that, but, like, not in a way like, oh, you slept with this, that. But I'm just like, when you doing stuff like that, make sure that you're safe. Make sure that you're clean. That's the type of stuff that would matter to me. Because it only takes one. It only takes one to get an STD. It only takes one to get somebody pregnant. It only takes one time each time to do anything. So that's really what it is with me. Like, it don't even matter what the body count is. But like, if you just like with 100 people, like I'm scared of you because I can't even dating somebody with trust issues. It's the same thing with like being insecure. Just don't push your stuff on me. Me personally, I don't know. I don't have trust issues. I'm not a liar. I don't have like a lot of the things that people my age have going on when it comes to that. But that's because I don't really do serious relationships. So anytime that something is going on with me, I'm not really too hype on it. I'm not going to jump down your throat about this, that, and the third. And a lot of times guys take that as like, oh, I'm just out doing my own thing because of my nonchalantness. But I'm like that just in life. I feel like what's for me is for me. So dealing with somebody with trust issues, it's like, I'm not the one that caused these issues. So as long as you don't take that out on me, don't treat me like that, we don't have a problem. Don't try to stay in that type of mindset. Elevate from that. Move on. Talking to a friend group. Yikes. My channel not big yet, so everybody here from Baltimore, unless like you go to my college. It happens. And Baltimore is so small, so it's normal there talking to a friend group. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with talking. You can talk to anybody. You can talk to however many people you want to talk to at the same time. Not at the same time. It's your business. But these boys doing it. They doing worse than talking. So I've talked to a couple guys in the same friend group. But like I said, I'm not serious for nothing. I feel like if you seriously talking to a friend group, all right, you should pause, because it's a little messy. But like I said, it's just talking. So what's the problem? If anything, they gonna be talking about you. I'm just saying. They're gonna be talking about you. Alright, y'all, that concludes my opinion on Relationship Edition. If y'all like this, y'all like my opinions, if y'all agree with me, or if you have different opinions, make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Tell y'all friends, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. I don't care if you tell your mothers, your aunties, everybody. Tell everybody so we get lit. Alright, so yeah, thanks for supporting me, and follow me on Instagram at it.s_Pam. Follow me on Twitter at Pamela Kanata. And yeah.